Mic check, mic check, mic check.
Your tongue.
Mic check, mic check. Mic check on the 1, 2, on the way to 3rd. Mic check, like I said, mic check.
This?
You can't miss it. Mic check, 1, 2 on the way to 3rd. It's fly, taking off like birds. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Welcome back to another
episode of A Corny Combo Station.
It's number 4.
Episode number 4.
It caught me off guard to say number 4.
Episode number 4. We kind of lost.
It's crazy.
We kind of lost where we were because man, it's been a nice long week. But before we jump into it, I'm your host Ria, and sitting across from me, standing at 6'6", 86 pounds, soaking wet, and a backpack on, and a pocket full of nickels. Carla.
Money.
How you doing, Carla?
I'm all right. You know, I'm a little stuffy, but it's all good.
Little stuffed crust piece in your nose.
Yeah, a little stuffy. I feel it too.
Stuffed crust piece?
Uh-huh.
You been throwing down.
Yep.
CC's $5 buffet.
I feel it too. I mean, that's how you were last weekend.
No, I wasn't stuffed up in the nose. We both getting over a little sickness. As you can hear it in my voice, I'm not really Denzel Washington right now. I'm a little scratch. Oh, hey, the reason why we laughing, hey, if you wanted to see the visual of exactly what just happened, we drinking Theraflu while we're recording because we still kind of sick, but we felt comfortable enough to come into the studio.
Yeah.
Carla just spilled Theraflu all over her shirt, all over her jacket. So if you want to check out the visual of this, it definitely will be up and available. Of course, you can
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Of course, go ahead and make fun of me.
Yes. You got a little
give it a like.
Theraflu. So
I mean, I just got I got it all over myself, so doesn't even make sense for you to just point it out. So
Theraflu.
If you
do you have a hole in your lip? What's going on, man? You got Theraflu all in your nose right now. So that was hilarious. But it's been a long week.
If you see me, if you see the dots on my jacket, I know.
I know. No, it's a lot.
But Ria did this to me last weekend, and that's why I got sick.
She said, okay, everything. She was being the best friend. She said, hey, I'm at the store. Do you need anything? And I was like, yes, this is payback.
I'm kind of scared to drink some more.
I was, she was like, I heard you were sick. I'm at the store. You want me to drop some stuff off at the studio? Bam, bam, bam. I said, yeah, this is payback. I said, give me a 10-piece with ranch and fries. She said, I thought you were sick. I was like, okay. So she brought me a few, awesome things. Some,
oh, by the way, thanks for grabbing a napkin or two for me.
You gotta let it air dry. You're just gonna have to be sticky. I can't. What you want me to just get up?
Yes.
No. The people have been wondering where have we been. And
it's okay though.
Yeah, you got a little.
I get it.
You got a little Theraflu powder on the top. On the top of your nose. What is it?
Right here.
Is that Theraflu powder?
I don't know. Maybe it's just.
Oh, it's just a little rust, a little ash.
Is it really?
A little ash. You've been wiping your nose a lot, huh?
I have.
You wipe the skin off. Ain't that the worst? Ain't that the worst?
Ain't that the worst? Yes. Like people just experience this all the time.
Yeah, for real, man. When you blowing your nose so much, your eyes just feel weird.
Eyes watery. Everything. Oh my! I think this is a consequence of 14-hour sleep. I think this is
You were asleep for 14 hours?
14 hours. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Almost,
yeah, I can.
Almost like hot yoga.
Ain't nothing like hot yoga. If you missed it, consequence of hot yoga. EP2.
EP2.
But I can agree with you because when I think I got sick last Thursday, right? Mm-hmm. Not this Thursday just passed, but the previous Thursday. About a little bit over a week ago. Mm-hmm. And
literally knocked out for so long too.
So long.
I mean, I was texting you and I was like, Ria.
Game day? Are we shooting? I was like 4 hours later in the response, yeah, I can't,
4 hours? More so like 40.
Yeah, I was, man. It's have been the best sleep, but I had such a hard time trying to swallow. I felt it the previous last Thursday. I felt
sneaking up on you.
Yeah, sneaking up on me. It was a little scratch. You okay? Are you that sticky right now?
Yeah, I am.
It's all right. Yeah, hey, only 40 more minutes. You can go clean up. So ants gonna be all over your neck.
Yeah.
Ants in your nose.
Be like.
But guess what? That's why we're here. If you don't get ants all over you and third flu on your face, you're not a real podcaster.
I don't think that's what a podcaster means.
Well,
that's not the definition.
Hey, we go out. We make our own rules around here.
Okay.
So back to this scratchy voice.
All right, Ria. So you got to do it too then. There's silence.
Yeah, because I was actually contemplating. Why would I do it? Two people sticky. Nah.
Yeah, that's a podcaster. This is our rules. This is our podcast.
But if I'm sticky, then it's going to be ants on me too.
Exactly.
Why ants on me as well?
Because that's what a podcaster is defined by.
No.
Our rules.
No.
I make my rules too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But.
All right. What?
Okay, starting next episode, we both gonna get third flu on us. But we gonna be feeling better, so we ain't no point of getting this third flu.
Oh, see?
So you won't be drinking third flu. So yeah, this just for this episode.
Right.
Episode 4.
Okay.
All right, so back. I got a scratchy voice. I'm feeling it. It's like it's pretty thick. Have you ever tried to swallow like donuts, powdered donuts, with nothing to drink?
Have I?
Yes. That's exactly what it felt like. So, all Thursday, I'm like, man, what is this coming on?
Oh, wow.
Then,
if you have never, we grab a pack of powdered donuts. They sell them at the gas station. Eat a whole bunch of them and just, and you'll feel it. You'll feel it by the first one.
Yes. And it's like, that's what it felt like. Then Friday, I woke up. Oh, when I say I had the sharpest pain in my throat, it was terrible. It was like trying to. Have you ever burnt some stuff, like burnt paper?
Yes, I have. How did you know?
Tell us about this. Are you trying to
fake it?
What's going on?
Have you ever burnt paper?
Yeah.
Ria asks the craziest questions sometimes. No, I have never burned paper.
But why would you burn paper? Have you?
I've seen others burn paper. No, but you know what? Like when we used to have the fire, sometimes like we would just throw some paper in there.
What fire? What are you talking about?
Just a bonfire.
Oh, you've been to a bonfire?
Yeah.
Wow, I have too.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought I was like the only one because I lived in the country for a while.
No, because my mom lives in the country.
All right.
So we go out there sometimes and we just have bonfires and throw
paper. I don't
paper.
trust you around fire and barns and animals. And
I don't trust myself around water, their food,
exactly.
honey.
So, nothing. The ants are.
You know what? Out in the country, I've had the ants are so gigantic. That is exactly what my mother tells me to stay out. Just stay inside, Carla. Stay inside. Mind you, I'm old. And I still can't go outside and play.
The level of irresponsibility that I'm hearing from you. So tell me how you been. You say you've been sick, been sleeping 14 days.
Yeah, 14
you got into
days.
a street
14
fight.
Days.
Oh, 14 hours. I'm sorry. Got into a street fight.
Yeah, that's really when the cold started.
You pooted. I heard you mention something about you pooted recently on your boyfriend for the first time. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that was what we just recently talked about. That
episode 3.
Why episode 3 has been that long since? Well, that recent?
Honestly, it feels that long though.
So
But you know what?
Is the relationship better?
Yeah.
So it's stronger.
It's stronger than my fart. That's for sure.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's really a give or take situation. It's either you win some or you lose some. And in this case, I won some.
And he lost some too. But we won't talk about that.
Just smell, but that's it.
Nah, breath. But tell me something new. What have you been doing lately?
Ria did get me sick.
I did.
So, yeah. He claims not to have done so, but it was definitely him. You know what? But it's weird because I didn't get the scratchy throat. I just got the stuffy nose and the drowsy eyes.
How does it feel now? Feel better?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, I want to sneeze a couple of times, but the Theraflu all over my body is really helping.
I'm afraid a bubble is gonna come out. Remember I told you that I did that in middle school when I sneezed.
Middle school.
Oh, let me tell you about it.
You did that 2 weeks ago. But
that
continue.
too. But the first time I've ever done it, middle school.
Y'all.
Middle school.
No
I got some
joke, though.
terrible stories. Go ahead.
No joke though. Not too long ago, Ria sneezed, and there was a big old bubble almost floating him away on the side. I mean, you would have thought it was up.
Yes.
I mean,
I was going to start floating.
Ria,
if you'd have popped
where are you going?
Green stuff would have been everywhere. So man, that happened to me in middle school.
But you know what? Like Ria it didn't pop. It didn't go anywhere because green stuff wasn't everywhere. He just sucked it back up.
Right back in.
Yeah, he was like.
It didn't. Don't you hate?
And he swallowed it.
Yes. Don't you hate? Don't you hate when you you don't have any tissue? Listen, you don't have any tissue. Listen, you don't have any tissue, and your nose it's just dripping everywhere. It's on the top of your lip.
Have y'all ever had the watery mucus?
Yes.
The one that's just
like when it's dripping down, like especially for you, it's dripping to your mustache. I'm joking. But you know how like when it's dripping down, like it'll be dripping towards my mustache, and I'm trying to keep it up, trying to keep it from touching.
So you're sick and tired of trying to keep it up.
So like when you just get tired and mad, and you just.
So what? That makes you a beast?
It makes you just I just want to.
You're like, okay, Vicente, here I go. And then you look.
Exactly. You know when you suck it up so hard.
I don't.
And it just slide into your. Like, did I just swallow my snot? What was that?
No.
Yes, you have. Well, maybe all the people that
I'm
have.
afraid to say so.
Yes, you have. And especially all the people, because I suffer with bad sinuses growing up, and I know everybody that has bad
Ria
sinuses.
definitely came up with that.
No, everybody has bad sinuses. They grew up on Benadryl, Claritin, Allegra, or just.
That is so sad.
You got to walk around with a whole tissue box or roll.
It is so sad to just.
Yes.
Just swallow your snot,
bro. It was
not even snot at this point.
Ugh.
It's like I don't even know. It's have y'all ever seen the Nickelodeon goo thing? What is it called? The slime?
Yes. And that's how I felt going down.
That is how it feels going down.
Have you ever had a Go-Gurt?
Go-Gurt?
Yeah. Tricks are for kids. Yogurt. Any type of yogurt. That's what it feel like. Greek yogurt.
Ria hates eating yogurt just because it reminds him of himself growing up and swallowing snot.
So
that is so that's why you hate yogurt.
Yes, the texture and sour cream and anything that's creamy because it reminds
we had burritos
me.
Not too long ago and I scooped up sour cream and I just ate it. Ugh. And he said, how can you do that?
Guacamole, sauce, anything that's mushy.
Me all day, I just grab a spoon. And
I barely can eat applesauce, you know, because
I love it.
Like when I ate it, and I'm talking about my snot right now.
But
when I ate it, like I had no choice. Like I can breathe, and as soon as I said I could breathe, I felt it sliding down the back of my esophagus, and when it hit my belly, it splashed like I was like.
But you know,
I'm full right now. I'm full of snot.
No, honestly, you just said everything that I had to say right now.
So did that happen to you before?
No.
Okay.
Really not. So no, I've never been full off snot. No, that's you. That's all you.
All right, it happened. So this happened to me.
I love.
You love being full off snot.
No.
See, I knew it happened to you.
I love all of those textures. Though I never understood why Ria didn't like them, but now I know. Now I know why you don't like them.
Now you know.
Now I know that you don't like them because you used to have to forcefully swallow your snot,
especially when you out in public. I was in middle school and I was playing baseball. I
forgot you played baseball.
I was playing baseball and my allergies were going crazy. And
what game was this?
Man, I can't even remember.
Practice.
Yes, practice. And the softball girls were warming up. So no, they were finishing.
And
is
this you hefty or?
Oh yeah, I was hefty too.
Okay.
I was a little, little chunky. So
little.
Yeah, whatever. I was hefty. I was.
So you guys, he always would tell me. He would always tell me, no, yeah, I've been heavy before. I've been a little bit overweight, especially when I was in middle school. But I never I could never picture Ria being overweight, just because now he looks completely different. But the glow not too long ago
is real.
Yeah, for real. Not too. He looks like a completely different person from his middle school self.
Hey, let's not go too far.
You do though. It looks like in your middle school picture you were a lot more light skinned than you are now.
No, I was just. That's what I was.
Go
on,
lie.
Okay,
lie.
I looked a little bit lighter in complexion because I was expanded. You know what I mean?
So it's like when you put on some leggings and you can see through.
See it piercing through. See, that's what it was. And then I was expanded.
That is a funny thing. Okay, listen, you guys. I literally, not too long ago, I think it was some days ago, that I asked Ria. I was like, Ria, do you have this cable so I could plug up this camera?
This isn't the time to talk about this.
And he said, yeah, it should be in the studio on the first draw. So I'm like, okay, bet. I come in here. I'm looking through the studio to find out this cable and see if it's plugged up somewhere. And I literally opened this drawer and I'm like, oh, here it is. And to my surprise, there was this picture, middle school Ria. And
We
I
don't
pull
have to
it
talk
out.
about this now.
I pull it out and I'm like, oh, look at Ria. And I'm like, is this you? Or whose child is this? Because I was confused. I was like, who is this? Is this you? I didn't want to offend him. So I was like, is this
19-year-old? No, definitely wasn't. Definitely didn't look like a child.
But we definitely have to put that picture up, Ria. We got to hold it up.
Wow. Really? All right. Okay. We can go there. So, this is more vivid now. Okay. We have that picture of me, right? Mm-hmm. And we also have.
Okay. Let me explain the picture. Ria, now, you see Ria right now.
Okay.
Ria is a little bit darker than he used to be because let him tell it. He was expanded.
I was expanded.
So he was expanded.
I was reaching my capacity.
He was a lot lighter. Right. I think even his hair was expanded because it was a little bit blonde there. A little bit.
No, I had an afro. I had like a little microphone.
But it was definitely like light brown. Your hair was light brown. Now it's like sort of kind of dark brown, black.
No. Okay.
But your hair was like light brown.
Let's talk about that.
What were you?
Let's talk about that.
Whose child was that, Ria? That is not you.
Yeah, Mom, you got questions to answer. It wasn't me. So, okay.
Who was that?
Who did that to me? How was I that big? Like, what was I eating?
Who did that to you? That's the question.
Chips Ahoy.
I think I do have a hole in my mouth because for somehow I can't.
Chips Ahoy did that to me. So take that picture. All right, let's go back to that picture, that afro, that size, that uniform shirt I had on. You can only imagine the pants and shoes and the socks I had on. It was middle school, brand new to uniforms. Everything was completely new. I'm in a new environment, and mind you, I have allergies. It's springtime, softball. Trying to be. I went to it K through 12, right? K through 12. So I'm trying to look cool. I'm out of my comfort zone. I'm in the country, right? K through 12.
Where the convenience store is 13 miles away.
100 miles away. I'm in the country. Everyone is related. I'm in 7th grade. I'm overweight. I have an afro with no moisturizer in it. So you can only imagine how bad it's itching. In addition to my allergies. So I'm blowing my nose and scratching my head.
Oh my
the entire time.
And you're definitely, your pointer finger is in your nose the whole time.
Oh, no. So this is when I first learned that. No, I definitely wasn't doing that. This was the first time that I learned that.
Exactly. That's exactly what you're doing.
You could that you can
iguana.
Chameleon.
Oh yeah, chameleon.
That you can that was the first time I learned that I could swallow snot. Because my nose was itching so bad. Allergies were going crazy. I'm overweight. I've never ran that much. I never exercised that much. I'm in the middle of the sun in the country. I was sweating terribly, but I had to play it cool because remember, K through 12, I'm in middle school. So yeah, we're warming up with juniors in high school, seniors, 10th graders, freshmen. So I'm like,
mind you, these kids are 22.
30-year-old juniors. And I'm like, okay, I got to play it cool. Swag isn't all that up to par. Shoes are dirty. They were dirty before I even got to this baseball field. And I'm overweight. And I try to play it cool.
Can you imagine being a junior at your age right now?
Oh, my gosh.
Exactly.
And that's what was going on then. The graduation rate was not.
Say that again.
Matter of fact, the graduation rate was pretty low.
No, you definitely did not say graduation. You say the graduation rate.
Yeah, my voice started cracking. Matter of fact,
the graduation.
It was a guy dipping in the class that I was in.
Tobacco?
Yes.
Got the tobacco on one side.
Yes. He was spitting it in a Mountain Dew bottle. I was like, what are you doing? And he was talking to the teacher. The teacher was having a whole conversation with this man.
And trying to shoot into the trash can.
He was, yes. Oh, he was cold too. Ding. I'm like, bro, that ain't even a metal garbage can and I'm hearing it ding. So.
Plastic.
I'm walking up to the young lady, the baseball girl. I mean, allergies going crazy.
Hey, you're gonna have to teach me how to make those sound effects. That was so cool.
Thank you. Allergies are going crazy. Eyes are bloodshot red. Afro is itching. And I walk up to her and all the snot that I believed that I had already sucked back in the back of my head came out when I smiled. And I blew a snot bubble so big. You were floating. So it's like Ria 2019 again. When I say it was so embarrassing, I was like, I could tell that she had never saw anything like that. And that was the last time I saw her. And oh, I thought she was going to ask for your autograph because no, for one, I wasn't related to her because everyone was related out there. And two, I was already overweight. Swagger wasn't up to par. Afro was rather chunky and dry. It just wasn't a good look then. But guess what? Look at me now. And I met one good friend out there. He came up to me. I thought the CIA sent him because he said, hey, man, I like your shoes. And I said, hold on, dude. Who sent you? Because I know you don't like these shoes. But I guess that was his icebreaker. We ended up becoming good friends. And he introduced me to all his family. So hold on. He really didn't like your shoes. He couldn't have. I think it was just a good icebreaker. Good icebreaker. It was a good one because he took something that nobody would ever say. Nobody. I don't even remember that. The globe is real. That's all I'll say. But with that being said, enough about my sickness and all that I went through. What about you? How do you feel since, You know what? It wasn't too much. I mean, when I was, first of all, I do have one. When my mom first took me to get my Dora the Explorer hairstyle. Ooh. I'm in middle school, okay? I'm in middle school. Of course, like the first time you get your hair cut, the first day you're taken to the place, you look really spiffy. You look great, okay? You coming out, you look fantastic. Did you play basketball in middle school? Why? Did you? Yes or no? Maybe. All right. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. And we get into this. At this point, I'm like, I'm spiffy, I'm looking good, and all of a sudden I go home. Mind you, it's August, so it's really, really hot. What are you laughing at? Oh man, I'll never forget. That was, like I said, okay, I'm gonna let you get back to it. That was my first time playing basketball out there. Shout out to, elementary, because it allowed me to find something that I was really good, end up becoming really good at, because I spent a lot of hours and time in it. But at first, I was terrible. Not as terrible as I was, trust me. No, my first game, I had on church socks and my feet were hurting. Coach said, make sure everybody have black socks on. We got to let them know we tough. We got to wear black socks and to go with our uniform. Don't come here with white socks.
So you had the thin black socks. Black church
Everybody
socks.
had on Nike socks, Reebok, Adidas, looking spiffy. The only pair of black socks that I could find were some Mitch Match.
Not mix match. Mitch match.
Mitch Match. Not mix. Mitch Match. I had to go back to the Mississippi term. Mitch Match. Black socks.
Mind you.
And one of them had a hole in
it. From Mississippi.
And one of them had a hole in it. And I mind you. I played an entire game. I'm still overweight. I'm losing weight, but I'm still overweight. We had new shoes. And if anybody know, when you playing any type of sport or any type of activity, you got to break your new shoes in.
Right.
I broke them in with church socks. And I told my coach during the game, I said, Coach,
I can't play anymore.
I said,
what?
I said, Coach, my feet. I said,
your feet hurt. Come on, sore throat.
Oh my goodness. I said, Coach, my feet hurt so bad.
You sliding in those, and you're sliding in your new shoes with the church socks.
The man looked at me and said, I don't care.
Come on.
The man said, I don't care. Go play defense. And if you ever try to play defense with your feet hurt,
No.
I got crossed over so many times.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Come on, Ria. Mind you, people, Ria is crying. So if you want to see
Oh my God.
this fully energetic, snotty, crying,
Oh my gosh.
Sarah flew everywhere video, it's on YouTube.
Oh my God. Man, my feet were hurting so bad. After that timeout, I called another timeout. I said, maybe he didn't hear me. I said,
Not the maybe he didn't hear me.
It probably didn't register. Coach, my feet hurt so.
No, it didn't register.
I couldn't even walk. I couldn't walk. Okay, Carla,
So
go ahead.
apparently, this is definitely a true story.
It's definitely. I couldn't walk. And I had to play defense. I looked at the clock. I said, man, we got 2 more quarters. Coach, just sub me.
What grade were you in?
I was in 7th grade. Oh, my God. My feet hurted so bad. Them church socks.
Who sent you?
Who sent me?
Was it Mama Ria?
It had to be.
Or was it Papa Ria?
I knew I should have worn some white socks. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
But and I really made that. He really didn't say he didn't care. It was a lot of explicit language he used because it was in the heat of the moment. And he told me, man said, boy, I don't beep, beep, beep about your feet. You go play defense. I said, all right. That was the laziest effort I could give. In amount of
and I can't imagine you playing defense with your feet hurting that bad.
What? Imagine, ladies.
Because I can't imagine me doing some slides with my with this body right now.
And I'm overweight, ladies. Okay, ladies, y'all better than convention all day. Y'all been looking cute all day with your heels on, right?
Convention
all day, 8 hours, and then y'all grab something to eat. But get what? When y'all get to the restaurant, y'all can't slip your little shoes off, so you got to keep them heels.
I've done it before.
I know, all y'all have. So ladies, y'all got to keep them dogs still bent up in them heels. And then after that, your date say, "Hey babe, let's go dancing." You like, no, anything but dancing. Now your dogs.
I don't even want to walk at that point.
Exactly. You don't even want to walk, but y'all go dance for 2 hours. Because he got on tennis shoes.
And this was 7th grade Ria.
Yes. That's how my feet felt. And he going to say, go play defense for 2 more quarters. I said.
But the quarters in middle school are way different, aren't they?
If it wasn't 30 seconds, I don't care. It was 8 minutes. And those were the most painful 16 minutes that I have ever.
Oh, see, they're shorter. I know that.
Yeah, they're shorter. But when your feet feel like you've been walking on coal.
And they have their own heart.
Oh my, yes.
They have the heart of their own. They're like,
you know how when you jump off something that's real high up, that's how my feet felt. You know how you jump off something that's real high up and your feet hit the ground?
And then they start numbing up.
They start numbing. They start itching. That's how my feet. That's
you remember the pain?
Yes. Like, what? It was terrible. I've never felt, because I guess I had so much weight.
I bet you won't do it again.
And that wasn't even the bad part. The bad part, he wanted to take me out. Let me set the record straight. It wasn't that I was just so good. He needed me in the game. Everybody else was fouled out. So, so that was the real issue. The issue is if my feet was hurting that bad, he could have easily subbed me out. Said, come on. No, everybody was already fouled out. So he had
to have a slow defense.
Because if he could, he would have played with 4 people. But he needed 5 on their court. And I was a fill. And yes. Oh, wow. My feet were hurting so bad. I apologize for. I couldn't.
Hey, no.
Go ahead.
Go kill it.
That was my middle school. It was embarrassing. Hey, I guess the only bully for me in middle school were my feet. They tried to take everything I stood for. Boy.
No, I think my bully was my hair. Okay, I came, it got so bad that, the first day I got my haircut, I went to school. Everybody was like, ooh, my friends, my little friends were like, ooh, girl, yes, girl. Next day they were like, what happened? I was like, what happened?
Humidity.
I was like, what happened? I took a shower.
Humidity.
They were like, oh.
Yeah.
And the fact it was, like, I really thought that I wanted it that short. And my mama told me twice. She was like, are you sure? And they were about to cut it. She said, are you sure? I said, Mama, yes, we're here. Yes.
I know what I'm doing. I seen this in a magazine.
Yes.
I want this.
Yes.
The woman in the magazine can't even wear it like this.
Yes. I'm telling you, until Dora the Explorer showed up at school the next day.
Ooh.
With the frizz. With the Harry Potter glasses.
Ooh.
With the tattoo on the forehead.
You probably looking like
Everybody was like, Karla, what happened? I said, girl, what you mean what happened? No, this is me. It's me, you guys. They were like, come on. That's good. Ma'am, we need to go to the restroom.
Humidity.
First period, we all went to all my friends and me. We all went to the bathroom because they had to help me with my hair and put it in a ponytail. Jesus, because
I could imagine somebody standing on your shoulders trying to push your hair down. It was going right back up.
And I mean, one of my little friends was pouring water on my hair. The other one was trying to put it. I mean, it was two of them trying to grab my hair and put it in a ponytail. And the other one had the ponytail holder. The other one was on top of me trying to get my hair all together. The other one was at the bottom of me. So I had like 18 friends in the restroom with me just to do my hair.
Just do your hair.
Yes, it was like little minions everywhere.
Those are great. Sound like you had a good friends.
Well, it was middle school. That's the beautiful thing about when we were little, we could make friends so easily and so quickly.
And you also can make bullies. You just wear the wrong thing, And hey,
But my friends were always like, before they even bullied me, they were like, "Are you okay? Did they hurt you? Where are they?"
nah,
And it's like, girl, I did it.
I,
I did it.
I did this to myself.
I did this to myself.
Hey, Losh, leave her alone. She crazy. She knew what she was doing. She did that to her head. And when let's talk about wardrobe. Middle school. Okay, paint this picture for me. Afro, Harry
Yes.
Potter glasses.
On check.
Check.
Butterfly.
Shirt. Aeropostale.
Check.
A87.
Check.
You know, you swagged up. Pants.
Khakis.
Bell bottoms.
Check. Oh, you know it.
Checking the
You
cash.
know, checkity check.
Let's talk
you
about
already
it.
know it. Man, I was fresh, okay? 1970s, here I come.
Wow, bell bottoms.
Here I come.
Bell
My
bottoms,
bell
people.
bottoms were so fresh.
Bell
It had the
bottoms.
crease in the middle.
They can stand up on their own.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You had the crease on the middle. You know, you remember that the line in the middle
Yes.
that everybody has.
Who remember ironing their khakis until they could stand up by themselves? I don't even iron my pants anymore. That's the thing.
No. You hate the line in the middle.
Oh yeah, you better not.
Hate the line in the middle
If
because
I see anybody with a crease, say, "Hey, dude, go wrinkle those pants up some," because we don't wear creases anymore. That is out of style.
well, let me tell you that I was the crease queen with my bell bottoms. Okay, you could see the crease clearly miles away. You saw me that it was me because I was the only one. And mind you, this is when skinny jeans were popping, and Carla did not own a pair of skinny jeans.
All I'm picturing now is when you was
Carla
walking
owned
down.
the USA. No, this America.
We are family.
Yes. No.
I got all my sisters with me.
No. USA.
That ain't the song. No, it ain't.
So which one? What is the song called though? The USA song.
USA.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I had a feeling that's called YMCA.
Oh yes. No wonder I
Yes,
couldn't do the USA.
Yes.
I was like, wait,
YMCA. Yes.
Wait, what is it?
M.
Y.
MC. A.
YMCA.
Yes, that's perfect. But you
YMCA.
had an afro, so you was probably looking. Baby, I got your money, got your money.
Yes.
Hey. You had the afro.
Yes, and the bell bottoms.
You and his aunt. Groovy.
And the scarf. The scarf on my neck.
Groovy.
You know?
You was probably
The scarf
saying.
on my neck.
You was probably saying.
And I was about
Shakadeli.
I was about 120 pounds at age 10.
You was probably saying groovy, huh? That
Pretty woman.
you was probably saying, no teacher, that homework was too far fetched for me.
Not too far fetched.
That work was out of sight. Is that what you were saying? What millennium are you from? All right,
I was like,
hey.
listen.
Did you ever get bullied though?
You know what? I was too groovy for that.
Yeah, definitely. Clearly. I wouldn't
Maybe so.
I
Maybe so. I mean,
I will say this.
I will say this.
I think
I did not get bullied, but not a single boy came and talked to me. So
that's bullying. If you didn't get approached, they were bullying you.
no, listen.
No, but seriously, I will say this. I think whatever. So if anybody
Maybe it was the bell bottoms.
Yeah, they were scared. They probably thought you had a shank, or you know how the police officers have the gun strapped to their ankle. They thought you had one of those. Or they was like, man, it got to be something holding them pants up, dog. She got ankle weights on or something. She gonna kick us. Leave her alone. But I will say this: anybody, like, especially I can speak on me, and it sounds like for you as well. Mm-hmm. Bullying, it exists. We know that, and it's unfortunate. And I can say that if anybody is experiencing it, I guess the best way that you can, unless it's violent. I never experienced anything violent, but
yeah,
I mean,
I got cornered one time.
I think
in the bathroom.
Yeah, And I'm glad you made it out of it. You know?
Yeah, I got cornered because she was like, "You got my lunch money," and I said, and I made it out of there.
Yeah,
That's definitely bullying.
Yeah,
but it wasn't violent. It was just
like
she was coming. She was walking towards me.
Threatening. I would say as long as people
chest out.
Yeah, as long as people intimidation.
2 ponytails. Yeah.
Ooh, coming at you like this.
Yes.
Hey.
You got my money. Got my money.
Hey, I want my money.
It was a musical because I had my bell bottoms. She had the "You got money. Got my money."
And I was probably I was on the other side of the world, probably doing it. Coach, my feet hurt. So that's who my bully was, my coach. But yeah, on a serious note, if people, my coach and my feet and my scientists, boy, anything outside of that, I could deal with. I don't care if you was 6'9". You ain't got nothing on my feet. You ain't got nothing on my coach or my sinuses. Hey, let's rumble. But my thing was, yeah, people talked about my clothes because this is how I looked at it. If someone talks about, that's exactly how I used to look at it. If someone talks about your clothes, so you just simply don't understand it. Everything is a phase. So if you feel like that you were bullied, everybody that is listening to this, I'm sure they might have experienced some type of bullying, or maybe they just may be the bullier or the bully, or hopefully there isn't any bullies.
But there is nothing worse than there is nothing worse for a bully that is just not paying attention to them, because that gets them so riled up. It's like, so my bullying isn't enough.
Right, absolutely.
And that's the best thing that you could do, because then they'll pick on somebody else.
Which
is unfortunate.
Yeah, and then you share that tactic with the next person.
Right.
So everybody, and then eventually you and the bully may become friends because they realize what they were doing was pretty, like, hey, dude, it's pretty lame. It's not even funny. Mm-hmm. So if you have experienced it, we all can laugh about this together. And because the one thing about hard times, they will pass, and you can laugh about it. You and the bully be friends, or you can say, "Hey, I remember so and so was a bully," and look at me now. Yeah, look how the tables have turned. And if you're listening to this now, and if feel like you're dealing with any type of bullying, whether it's in school or on your job, man, it will all pass. So you got to look at it like that. I'm about to get back to bullying Karla since she's no longer sick. I missed my punching bag. We're back at it. No. You got my money? You got my third flu? You got my third flu?
I got your honey.
No. I don't need any honey. I need third flu.
But you need the honey.
But did you hear my voice, though? It's coming back.
Yeah, I did.
Because I couldn't. You remember I couldn't talk this loud. And I'm definitely glad to see you back in the presence. So, yes, everybody, that is the reason why we've been missing out of action, because we was blowing our nose. We was swallowing donuts. It felt like that turned into glass. We've been sleeping for 19 hours straight.
Yes,
but we're
indeed.
back. We're back. We're back. So, remember, bullying is in the eyes of the beholder. So you say to the bully, absolutely nothing, because what he talking about ain't about
doesn't
nothing.
Mean it.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
I remember when Ria said, "It's in the
doubt.
eyes of the beholder," and
weirdo.
And he said it was the eyes of the beholder, and I was like, and he was like, "That's it," and I was like, "Okay." So whatever a bully comes to you and says something, just say it's in the eyes of the beholder.
It's in the eyes of the beholder.
He's gonna be so stunned. He's gonna be like,
"Remember,
what does that mean?"
Remember, you're great, and this is the revenge of the cornies. Bullies don't exist.
Peace out.
Cornies do.